I'm calling in my dragons. Everybody's got a dragon. I'm calling in my dragons and singing this song. I'm calling in my dragons. Everybody's got a dragon. I'm calling in my dragons, just dragging along. It's a crazy damn world, and my life has been so hard. Every demon I own is raising its head. And then my big heart said, just call in your dragons and the demons are dead. I'm calling in my dragons. Everybody's got a dragon. I'm calling in my dragons and singing this song. I'm calling in my dragons. Everybody's got a dragon. I'm calling in my dragons, just dragging along, just dragging along. A-do-dee-o-do, 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 a-do-do. I wrote this in May 1977, before Star Wars debuted. It's called The Force. There was, in a time when there was no time, a thing we shall call force. Force was everything and nothing. Force existed, yet did not. Force was oblivion and total awareness. Impossible? Yes, but force was. Force wanted difference. Being everything meant there were no differences. Everything was known. It desired and decided to become that which it was not. It was perfect, therefore did not want perfection. It was infinite, therefore desired limits. It reviewed all its possibilities as anything was possible, and chose to separate certain parts which became opposites. These opposites occupied much of the same space, thus conflict arose. Force was delighted. Force continued to separate opposites. Conflicts grew in number. Matter and antimatter came to be. Life, death, form, formlessness. And force was delighted. Each piece, each mote of force's making or being must, of course, continue to be only a separated part of force. Force being all remained intact while separated. Thus, any fragment which has even a hint of awareness could, under the right circumstances, dimly conceive of the totality of force. To keep these opposites from rejoining, force imbued each with the desire to remain as they were or are. Yet each, according to the system, would eventually have to change, constancy being a form of perfection. Thus, force has occupied itself, experiencing everything that each piece of itself must. Thus, what exists is. And I didn't know Ernest Holmes. Welcome to my world. I look back now and cannot believe all of the things I have done or been involved in. The Family of God program in my local Catholic parish, where I experienced spirit connection for the first time. The incredible Cursillo spiritual retreats, EST training, singing in folk groups, writing songs myself, young adult ministry, working as the director of campus ministry for a local college, feeling a call to orientation to ordination, and subsequently leaving the Catholic Church for the Episcopal, getting turned down for the ordination program twice, and leaving church entirely. The Americana Leadership College, a psychic training program, joining the beloved community, an online spiritual community, and because of that, moving from the San Francisco Bay Area in 2000, leaving my Silicon Valley job to help run retreats in Joshua Tree. The leader of that community moved on, but I had made contact with those who are now my heart tribe. I met the incredible Betty Brown, who was a wonderful psychic here and participated in Joseph's house. I cut my first album. I'm a part of the Women's Lodge at Rainbow's End in Landers, working with the amazing Valerie Eagleheart, participating in Sun Moon prayer dances, our drum circle, and chiefing the water dance. Recently, I've read some life-changing books, such as Discovering Your Essence Path, The Sophia Code, and The Myth of Normal. I'm taking a class in compassionate listening, and I'm working on my second album. That's less than half of the wonderful things I have been and am involved in, besides that full career in information technology. My journey is unlike anyone else's, and so is yours. We each, on our journeys, find the things that touch us deeply, that when we hear about it, we learn about them, we say, aha, I know that is right and true for me. I can feel it. This is the way the world works right now. And I have certainly found my world over the last few years. Side note, this is an ever-evolving understanding. What is true for me now? I am a sacred and divine part of the all that is. I am part of an eternal soul that is on a never-ending journey of discovery and creativity. We are all connected and made of energy. Every one of us has our own special truth. No one can see, hear, live in this world exactly the way I do, or the way you do. And we are unable to share our inner truth in a way that another will totally get, but we can share and touch each other in a way that no one else possibly can. We are energy events. We are part of the cosmic web of the universe, connected to all that exists. And every thought, word, and deed is a bundle of energy we release into the universe, whether we want to or not. We are broadcasting all the time. Our only choice is what kind of energy we are sending out. We have complete control. We have choices. We are each precious. We are each unique. We are each God-inspired. As Dingla May, founder of Mental Physics, taught, whatever the creator is, I am in human form. What I've been learning lately is that we are, each one of us, dealing with the traumas of our lives. Traumas with big T's and traumas with smaller T's. But we all get to deal with trying to live and be our authentic selves in a complex environment. Trauma has a way of forcing us to hide our authenticity for our own protection. I just yesterday heard this beautiful poem by Laura Weaver called The Sacred Wound. In every being there lives a wound. This is the nature of being born here in a body like this. And in every life, there is a choice to wrap ourselves around that wound, protective of its shape, its cadence, its nuance, to build our life around that story, or to extend through the fire of pain to a new horizon. The seed knows this, how to arise from the dark, tight curl of the pod to break ground, as does the monarch as it emerges from the chaos of its own dissolution into winged delight. It is the impossible miracle of the heart that brings us to the hearth of our own awakening, that risks breaching illusory walls, that opens against all odds. Seeing we have nothing to lose but our own false protection, our own holding back. In every being, there is a wound, a fissure where sacred longing is born, so our gifts can be revealed, so our gifts can be given. Another of the organizations I've been blessed to be part of is the Net of Light. The founder, Sharon McErlane, was visited by the 12 spiritual, in-spirit grandmothers. And it's a funny story. While walking her dog along the beach, she is suddenly surrounded by a dozen beautiful grandmothers that no one else could see. And they were talking to her, and no one else could hear. And she's having a conversation with them while trying not to look crazy at the same time. They told her they are here to protect the earth herself, to make sure she is not destroyed during the troubled times we're in the middle of right now. And they told her about the net of light that connects us all. It is nothing new and has been called the web of life, the web of light, Indra's net, the grid, and scientists today have seen it and identify it as the cosmic web. The grandmothers say that what is happening now is all in perfect order. We are bringing the yin and yang back into balance and working towards our ascension to the next dimension. This is all part of the rhythms of the universe. We each contribute in our own special and unique way. We have free will, and we get to choose what we contribute to the light or the dark. And please note, there's no judgment here. We are in a physical, three-dimensional world that requires opposites. There is no right or wrong to it, only perfect divine order. A quote from the innerlinks.com about the angel from May, which is light. The message reads in part, "We are in a time of great transformation. The inpouring of light is accelerating the need to strengthen our spiritual immunity and become a positive force of change to help our entire planet body to heal. We are each being called to step forward into greater self-responsibility and infuse the pre-existing energy fields with our spiritual light to create new configurations. Light is not the absence of darkness. It is the fluid and dynamic essence of life. Being a light worker is a task for the committed, not a hobby of convenience. It is time to extricate ourselves from the many illusions we have developed about ourselves and the world in general. The more you call home the parts of yourself that have become separated for whatever reason, and find a way to accept them into your heart, the more vibrant your light body becomes. The very thoughts that you are entertaining at this moment shape your future. This applies to every moment and all the moments that follow. And I would add, they shape the universe. Here's something I wrote in my journal many decades ago after a meditation. I went to the center, my center, with the dagger of truth and spilled all those rotten, disgusting parts of me that I don't understand and would rather throw out. Jesus reached down and touched those parts of my spirit that I was having difficulty with, and at his touch, they turned to gold. He said, "These are your greatest treasures." We are not alone. We have each other. We have guides. We have mentors. We have masters who are working with us both on this physical plane and all the other planes and dimensions. And we have each other. That includes dragons. They are here. Take a look at Joe's shirt. And I believe it's Denise who's a dragon this year, right?
Yes.
They work with each of us even if we're not aware of it. You can contact yours. Just ask. And the biggest secret? You too are a dragon, a light worker, a love worker. You are here because you chose to be here of your own free will and to have fun, to learn, to co-create on this roller coaster of life. My latest motto gleaned from Abraham Hicks: you can't get it wrong and you'll never get it done. Think about that for a moment. You can't get it wrong and you'll never get it done. I can't get it wrong. Oh, thank goodness. And I'll never get it done. Oh, what that really means is I can relax. There's no timeline. I can be in and enjoy the moment and then just do the next right thing. That thing that makes me happy, that makes my heart sing, that I enjoy. Because the greatest gift I, or any of us, can give the universe and each other is to be my authentic self. Your light, my light, is made up of a unique combination of colors, of love, grace, compassion, experience, and so much more. Our world is better because you and I are here, adding our unique combination of contributions to this symphony of life. Appreciation, gratitude are the same as love. The color, the light we send out is needed to complete the tapestry of existence and to move us all onto our next path, our next dimension, our ascension, the next part of our journey. It is a wondrous, amazing, fascinating, and universe-changing journey we are each on together. And the most important part of the journey, right this moment. So, welcome to my world, and please share yours.